My people, I welcome you all once again. This one is another episode because we keep on making research. We keep on going deeper to find something good, something that is worth watching, something that will make you to know that we are not here for jokes, but we are here for the real deal. This message I'm about to show you now, rather this clip you are about to watch now, we open your eyes according to this our able father, or rather the title, let me put it this way: another historical facts video by Colonel Nwaobosi, one of the coup plotters of 1966. This video have further confirms what IBB said in his book about the so-called falsely touched Igbo coup. The 1966 coup was carried out so that Obafemi Awolowo will become Nigeria head of state, but they turned around to falsely tag it as an Igbo coup and slaughter thousands of innocent Igbo civilians. Why am I bringing this to the hearing of my people? And at the same time, please, I want to use this opportunity to beg YouTube, the admin, the board, whatever it is that is taking care, or rather that's marking videos copyright. Please, I have no right to the copyright of whatever background music that didn't played on this video that I'm about to play to my audience. It is never intended to play the background sound. In fact, I have never recorded any background sound. What I recorded there is the message that resonates the spirit of Biafrans. What captured me most in this message of this Nwaobosi, one of the coup plotters of 1966, what captured my mind most is that when he says that he have handled the mantle of leadership of that 1966, all our heroes past, and including those fallen heroes in the military as of that time, to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So this is where I see where the leader, rather the supreme leader of IPOB, got all his powers and assurance that have vowed within himself and his spirit that I will never betray this old man and those people who fought, those our fallen heroes in the past. That was why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is very, very hard for anybody to butt him over. Anyway, nevertheless, I will allow you to listen to that message. When you listen to it finish, then we come back here for more discussion. I, Okulora, is here to serve you. If you get this message, Biko, if you don't get data, kawa chowa data, ke watch this message. But don't watch just start from the beginning. Watch it till the end and make sure you are sharing it. Even if you don't subscribe, there's no problem with that. But share this message so that more people is going to hold of this message. So that that narrative of Igbo coup of 1966 of 15 January will be subsided, because this narrative has been sold for a very long time and it is a wrong one. So let us quickly start to correct that impression so that our future generation will not pass through what we are passing through today because of that singular mistake, or rather because of that propaganda that are being carried out by Yoruba Media House and that of BBC. I'll be right back. Help me to share it, please. I beg you, in the name of anything you believe.
6. I bring to you a message of truth and freedom, for it is only the truth that can set us free from the bondages of war and propaganda, which we confuse as history. My name is Colonel Emmanuel Nwaobosi. I am 80 years old. It is time to be bold. I am too old to lie. I am not afraid to die. It is time to tell you why we had to try. I am the last of the original coup plotters of January 15, 1966, with Major Chukwuma Kaduna Nzogu. I knew Nzogu well. We went to school together. We trained together. We trained at Sandhurst Military Academy, UK. We lived together. Nzogu was our first head of military intelligence and uncovered terrible plans to wreak havoc across the country. We organized a group of progressive military officers to carry out a coup on 15 January 1966 to stop a jihad and bring sanity to Nigeria, steeped in nepotism, corruption, and mass murders. The government of Tafawa Balewa, controlled by the Premier of Northern Nigeria, Ahmadu Bello, were using us in the army to repress the Middle Belt and Western Nigeria. Houses and cars were burnt, thousands were killed. There were 9 of us that planned the January 15th revolution. Majors Nzogu, Anuforo, Ifajuna, Ademoyega, Chukwuka, Okafo, Onwatuegu, and Obienu, and myself. However, 4 of us started it: Major Ifajuna and Major Ademoyega in the south, and Major Nzogu and myself in the north. We then united as a single revolution. I am the last of the 4 original revolutionaries. None published the complete truth. Only me, Colonel Emmanuel Nwaobosi, is alive today to tell the final truth, so that the lies will not triumph forever. They used us to repress the Middle Belt and the Yorubas. When we saw genocide, we began to disobey orders and swore to stop them. For instance, Major Chris Anoforo refused to release mass murderers caught with weapons and was court-martialed. He was replaced by Major Hassan Katsina, a northern Muslim willing to act. I was in Abeokuta, but refused to repress Yorubas. Instead, I opened our barracks as a safe place for them to run to. They told many lies about the January 15 boys to justify their genocide. But it is those of us that planned the revolution that they should have killed, not the 3 million innocent Biafrans that knew nothing. For years, I kept quiet, blaming myself and wondering whether at 27 I was too radical, that my actions led to the death of millions. Today, the same evil in 1966 is being unleashed. As I watch, my sense of guilt has vanished, because we were not the evil. We were trying to stop the evil. That evil is radical Islamism. I have decided to speak out and warn the world of the impending disaster if we do not stop it. Each time radical Muslims plan a jihad in their religious mission to conquer the world, they will fail. But in the attempt, thousands and even millions will die. That happened to us in Biafra. At this point, let me differentiate between peaceful, law-abiding Muslims and radical Muslims who want to kill others, to force their religion on them. The problem is that wherever peaceful Muslims are, there are some radical Muslims amongst them. That is why they began a jihad in 1966. That is why we had to stop it. That is why they killed millions of our people. That is why we declared Biafra. Because we are a peaceful people
They've taken hundreds of
oil and water can never mix.
They are in Dubai.
My story is a warning to Nigerians.
And they are taking them.
For
and
years,
they are giving them scholarship,
I was
giving
prevented
them money. Those
from
ones
speaking the truth
they will come back.
by
They will not
exile,
convert to Islam,
prison,
but they will have a soft
harassment,
support for Islam.
poverty,
Go to the
surveillance, and death threats held over many of the actors like Ojukwu, Zik, Awolowo, Ibiam, and the January 15 boys that survived. But as I watch today, many of the events that led to the revolution are happening again, like Boko Haram, Fulani militia, Niger Delta militants, Shiites, IPOB, and mass murders. Some people think we acted wrongly in carrying out the January 15th revolution, but they may not be fully aware of the realities then. We were trained by the British to be patriotic, to give the ultimate sacrifice for Nigeria, and to stop anyone acting against the nation.
Which one is Nigeria?
Instead of our leaders using us to defend Nigeria, they were using us to suppress the citizens. We decided to arrest them for their atrocities because no one was willing to act. Not Zik, the president, who was powerless, not Irunsi, the head of state of the army, who was a conservative. There were many reasons why we had to act. One, to stop the killings in Yorubaland and the Middle Belt by NPC, the ruling party. Two, to stop the invasion of Yorubaland on 17 January 1966.
As of today,
three, to correct the massive rigging of the 1964 elections. 4, to free Awolowo from prison and make him the prime minister. 5, to stop the terrible corruption, nepotism, and regionalism of the NPC, the ruling party. 5, to stop Ahmadu Bello's planned jihad. It was good that we acted to save the Yoruba and the Middle Belt people, and we thought that was enough to stop the jihad. We could not foresee that they would massively attack innocent Igbos. Blame those who decided to massacre our people for their evil. Today, we are fighting Buhari. He is killing Shiite Muslims and IPOB members. With the benefit of hindsight, we can see other ways of dealing with such evil. But for us in 1966, we just wanted to save the people from massacre. I wish to congratulate Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB for the good work they are doing to free our people from Nigeria and radical Islamism. Many of our people do not understand how vast IPOB is as an organization and the quality of the people that run it. On arrival in Israel, I started meeting high-quality professionals, and I was amazed. I don't know how IPOB united power professionals abroad, power traders at home, and ordinary people from market women to even riff-raff, all under one IPOB family, with worldwide radio and television. Every Igbo and Biafran should be proud of them. They are the strongest force we have today to achieve freedom for all Nigerians. No wonder they can take on the Nigerian government and win. However, it is money that makes things work. I shall donate 10% of all the profits of my new book to IPOB.
that the real religion
It is my tithe to freedom. Tithing is God's tax to raise money for the government of the children of God.
Is that
I urge you all to regularly do the same,
that looks
so
like Christianity.
we can have the
That
resources
Islamic movement will be meeting on Sunday morning.
to achieve our objectives. On this
They
day
will
of
call
15th
themselves
January
brothers and sisters.
2019,
They will
the
do wedding
anniversary
like
of our
Christians.
revolution,
They will do
I
vigil
want
like
to hand
Christians.
over to
They will do
Nwaobosi
praise and worship
iPod,
like Christians.
the
If you
baton
buy
of the
land for your
January 15
campground
boys,
on Lagos Ibadan
to you
Express Road, they
to
will buy
complete
their
the
own land.
revolution
When
we
you are
started.
having your Holy Ghost service,
I am
they will have their
Nwaobosi,
Holy
a
service
chief
without
and
Ghost.
elder of the Obosi people. I bring to you the blessings of the ancients.
So that in the
I
process
fought
of
for
time,
Biafra.
the
I was
Muslim in
wounded for
Yoruba
Biafra.
land will see no
I shall
difference
die for
between
Biafra.
Christianity.
He said,
So according to the message, or rather according to the video you watched now, do you really need anybody to tell you? First of all, I focus on the mantle of leadership that they handed over to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But let us come down to the history line, where he says that all these plans, according to even a IBB book confirmed it, that they did all that to make sure that the conquest agenda that the Tafawa Balewa was about to carry out, conquest agenda did not take place. To instead release Awolowo from the prison and put him as head of state in those days. But the same Awolowo, don't forget, the same Awolowo was the one who stopped the supply of food to the Biafraland during the genocidal war against the Biafran that the UK and other Western allies unleashed to Biafrans. He was the one to tell you, no matter what you did to a Yoruba man, kill yourself because of a Yoruba man. Kill yourself because of a Yoruba man. My brother, as an Igbo, they will never value it. Even if you kill your entire family, they are not your friend and can never be your friend. This hatred, anybody telling you that with time it's going to be corrected, my brother, you are wasting your time. If the fallen heroes in the past could not correct it, I don't think anybody will. If our fallen heroes could not correct this mistake, could not correct this hatred of a thing, then who are you to tell me that you are going to correct it? It is not done. Upon all these things, the same Yoruba people are the ones who still use their Ibadan media to circulate. It was Igbo coup with the BBC, with the help of BBC, to let the world know, so that the world will turn against the Biafrans. Do you know that that singular act alone is among the things that allowed, or rather that led the rest of the world that joined Nigeria to eliminate the Biafrans? Do you believe that? Or do you need any sister to tell you that that's exactly what played out? Yorubas are not your friend. They are the highest ever saboteur in the history of mankind. They are the highest and the ever saboteur in the history of mankind. Believe it or leave it. If you are still dining to tweeting or whatever they call it, I don't know the English I can use to qualify that, and you are still jointing with them, you are doing that at your own peril, because tomorrow they will turn back and become the poisonous viper that will bite you or even send you to your early grave. I am not here to incite anybody. I am not here to turn against anybody. But this is a really fact. And we are here now from this generation of the Biafran to debunk the rumors that have been circulated for a very long time, for many decades, over my own people. It is very, very bad. It is appalling. And the earlier we start to debunk everything that got to do with that coup, the better for all of us. Because that really damaged the image of the Biafrans, not only locally, but internationally. In fact, worldwide. Despite the fact that some people, when I mean some people, I mean some countries, know the truth. But since that thing has been trended for a very long time, it becomes a tradition. When a bad thing lingers in a very particular region, without no hindrance. It becomes a tradition of that area. When people keep on selling bad narratives about you and you didn't debunk it, maybe the generation then knows the truth. But what happened to the future generation of those people? That's exactly what is happening today. It is in the writing, it is in the Google. If you Google it, it will give you exactly the propaganda which they propagated against your own people. Because then everybody think it was normal. Let's just leave them. It doesn't matter. This life system of nothing they happen of Igbo tribe is not start from today. Our great-great-grandparents made such mistakes, and this is where it have landed us. Nothing they happen. Why something they happen? Just like as we are shouting now that Fulanis are taking over our land. The other day, I made a post where a monarch in Opingwa is crying out to look at what is happening. Do you know that somebody came to my comment section and told me that it is a propaganda against Alet Oti, that I should watch my mouth, that I should withdraw it? But all the whole news outlet in that so-called Nigeria, all the news outlets online and offline, all of them, they carries it. I didn't see where Alex Oti come out or his spokesperson come out and debunk such that it is a rumor or propaganda. Because the same people who will tell you it is a propaganda and nothing they happen. Now see the same people who will come out tomorrow and say, oh, Fulani have killed us because we keep on lying to ourselves. We the Igbos, we have lied to ourselves for a very long time. Every time we keep lying to ourselves, and we sometimes we cry more than the bereaved. The same Igbo people will go to the bush, knock boy, and come outside on the road and begin to ask, who knock? That is the simple truth. But when you are bringing the news to the hearing of everybody, a lot of people will attack you. They will even call you all manner of names. But when it starts to happen, that same people will be the one to cry louder. Ndị Igbo onye mere anyị. And rather, let me say, Ndị Igbo that is ochetere onye chiri ha anyị mgbe onye ahụ nwụrụ. Yes, we remember somebody who feed you when the person must have gone. Because during the time that is busy feeding you, you are busy bad-mouthing and gaslighting other people to even hate that person. Always walk away. It is just a proverb. It is painful. It is what? It is painful. So Nwaobosi handed the mantle of leadership to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is the main point I'm trying to make here. So that young man, you can see, if the Nnamdi Kanu would have been killed, my brother by now, he had been forgotten. He had been forgotten. But the spirit that is guiding that man, it is more than, it is powerful more than the Nigerian country, more than Nigeria as a whole. The ancestors, the fallen heroes, the people who fought the Biafran war, both the living and the dead, gathered together and pass over the mantle of leadership to Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the IPOB. One of that other thing, he said, 10% or whatever that comes out from his new book will go to the support of IPOB. I don't know how long this video have been on the internet. I don't know how long it has been there. Maybe 2009, 2019, 220, 221, 215. I don't care. There's no any message about the Biafran struggle that is late. No, it is never too late. It is never too late. It depends on when you get hold of it, because the internet is like the sky, which is very big to accommodate any kind of bears. Let us just dissect the comment section. I don't want to waste much of your time, because time is money. And let us just see what our people think concerning this matter. At the comment section, my brother, a lot of people cried. Mostly the Yorubas, whom you think they are with you. They can never be with you, both now and both ever. If you like, kill yourself for them. Up to you. Look at what this guy said. Olu Fojolami, that is Afonjas. You people are fakes to say you want to install Awolowo. You intended to take the love from the West. When the East captured and ruled in 1966, why was it given to Ironsi? He said, liars. a lot of response there, but I cannot go there. The Nasir Awal, that is Aboki, says someone who is planning jihad will have all Christians Igbo as his bodyguard. Unfortunately, at your age, you are liars. You are liars. Okay. Olaye Abimbola Akambi said, let us have 1. Ududua Republic, 2. Arewa Republic, and 3. Biafra Republic. Simple, and we will be customers in our traders. Just my opinion. Simple. This is exactly what this country needs. If Turumbu does not do well, they are going to suffer. The Yorubas is going to suffer. If the power leave the West, they are going to suffer. Pastor said, as much as I am against the killings that took place, it was not just start Igbo coup. All the leaders of the coup are of Igbo origin, and no single Igbo military officer was killed. Nobody can rewrite history. The man died. Where has this old man been all these years? Samson P. said, please, where can I buy the IBB book? The hatred they have against IPOB, Igbos, will ruin their generation. Chinedu Chibuzo said, my father told me the same story. We Igbos were being killed for standing for the truth. Brahimo Adewale, cry. A fool will say the first coup in Nigeria is not an Igbo coup, just because one Yoruba man was with them. You all can hear it from the grandfather. The North has to come back 6 months later for their own revenge. The most painful thing is our own son, Adekunle Fajuyi, who didn't allow his visitor to die alone. Nigeria is not worth dying for. According to a general, he didn't want to die. He has to cancel the best election ever taking place in the soil of Nigeria. Omotayo Nelson said it was Igbo coup. It was raised Igbo coup because out of the 22 people that was killed, only one Igbo man was amongst them, and that was the man in charge of the armory. The regional premier, the ceremonial president, were allowed to leave the country, and the Igbo soldiers killed all the non-Igbo political leaders. That made it an Igbo coup. Coup that did not kill Zeke, an Eastern region premier, but killed both Northern and Western region premier, is an Igbo coup. You can't change that. Eze Ocha said, come and listen to the words of Chukwu Ike Abiama. The reason you must join IPOB wherever you are to fight for the freedom of your future generations. Let us just end it here because we have a lot of videos on our stock. Today, when I go hear video until I get tired. I can never give up. As long as this Biafra struggle is concerned, I'll be doing my own possible best in my own best way to make sure that whatever news that will make you to know that the Biafra struggle can never die, I will do that for you. That is my own promise, and I must surely keep to my promise. So have a nice day. May the good Lord continue to bless us. Help me to share this video, like it, comment on it, and make sure you keep subscribing for more interesting videos. When I go hear my voice again when I come back. Kemesiano, my people.